Have you ever dreamed of living in a huge, luxurious mansion? What if I told you there are some amazing mansions around the world that no one wants, not even for a single dollar? Sounds crazy, right? These beautiful homes come with shocking secrets, creepy pasts, or weird conditions that scare buyers away. In today's video, we're exploring the jaw-dropping stories behind these abandoned million-dollar mansions that nobody wants to own. Let's dive in. Number 1. Michael Jordan's mansion. The problem with lavish homes is that they can often take much longer to sell. They're obviously comfortable to live in, but you'd probably need to put them on the market several years before you even want to vacate. That's basically the predicament Michael Jordan was in back in 2020. He listed his Highland Park mansion for sale in 2012 for $29 million and pretty much couldn't even give it away. Maybe it was the fact that it was 20 times more expensive than the average listing price in the area and one of the most expensive properties for sale in Chicago. After having no luck selling it for $29 million, he put it up for auction, but no one even bid the minimum amount of $13 million. It then dropped to $21 million, then $16 million. 6.5 years later, it was still up for sale for $14.9 million. And it's not like there's anything wrong with the house. It's quite nice. It has 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, a 3-bedroom guest house, 3 garages, an infinity pool, tennis courts, and, of course, a basketball court. But even the new $14.9 million price tag seems a bit steep. The average listing price in that area is $700,000, and some more affordable homes are much closer to Lake Michigan than his number 2 to 50 Cent's Connecticut club when American rapper Curtis Jackson, or 50 Cent, struck financial trouble. He was forced to sell his 50,000 square foot mansion due to bankruptcy. You might think it would be easy to sell a house owned by someone famous, but it turned out it wasn't, at least not in 50 Cent's case. His mansion was listed for $18.5 million in 2015 before the price was lowered significantly to just $8.5 million in the fall of that same year. He dropped it again to a little under $6 million the following year, and to be fair, it did look worth that. The Farmington, Connecticut mansion has 21 bedrooms, 25 bathrooms, a nightclub, a games room, a recording studio, a hot tub, an indoor pool, and much more. It's oozing luxury from top to bottom, and you'd never be short of fun things to do while living there. Even once you became tired of being inside, you could take a walk through the tree-lined 17-acre yard and enjoy your surroundings. Take a guess at how much his home sold for after sitting on the market for 12 long years. Some lucky buyer secured it for $2.9 million. Number 3. Hole-in-one house in Brentwood, Tennessee. Imagine how happy you'd be as an avid golfer to buy a house pretty much on the 18th tee of a golf course. Sure, you'd forever be expecting golf balls to fly through your windows, but you'd be able to while away your days on a golf green, living your absolute best life. But the owners of the hole-in-one house in Brentwood, Tennessee, were having a nightmare of a time trying to sell their luxurious home. The 6-bedroom estate has been on and off the market since 2012 and was initially listed for $3,250,000. While it's not known if the owners chose to drop the price or not, it did appear to have plenty of exciting features that would make it worth at least near that price to the right buyers. The issue was finding the right buyers. The home has a striking old-world exterior, and the 11,619 square foot interior is a real treat. You'd be able to enjoy a gym, wine cellar, media room, and even a swimming pool. And of course, you'd have no excuse to lose a game of golf. Before moving on to the next point, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to my merchandise. You can support my content by getting your favorite products from my store or by simply joining my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 4. French Provincial Castle in Bronx, New York. Many children have thumbed through the pages of fairy tale books, dreaming about living in their very own castle. But when they grew up, they probably realized they could never make that happen. Well, they actually can if they purchase a beautiful French provincial castle in Bronx, New York. Although it seems no one actually wants to live in a castle, since it's been sitting on the market for a long time. It has been for sale and rent many times since 2009. The castle, in Fieldston between Wave Hill and Van Cortlandt Park, was built in a gorgeous French provincial style in 1926. Its 30-inch stone walls were even cut from Croatian castle ruins, one of many exciting features of this property. As most good castles do, this one has a turret. It also has a modern kitchen, oak doors, leaded windows to mimic 17th century castle windows, and 4.5 bathrooms to service 4 bedrooms and a master bedroom suite. This property also comes with a 2-car garage, half an acre of land, and it's just a short walk from public transport. Number 5. Palazzo di Amore in Beverly Hills, California. A 43,000 square foot Mediterranean estate in Beverly Hills, California was put up for sale in 2014 for the eye-watering price of $195 million. Palazzo di Amore, as it's known, is located on a private road near many other celebrity properties, and it is every bit as lavish as you'd expect given its hefty price tag. Even though the 25-acre property has 12 bedrooms, 23 bathrooms, a massive wine cellar, a waterfall, a reflecting pool, and even a ballroom with a revolving dance floor, no one has snapped it up. It got to the point where the owner, Jeff Green, dropped the price to $149 million and then to $129 million in 2017. Jeff bought the property in 2007, partially finished for $35 million, then spent several years and likely several million dollars finishing it. He said in hindsight, he would have never done that. Jeff made his money shorting subprime mortgages during the economic downturn in the US and other parts of the world. Interestingly, some sources report that he said America's lifestyle expectations are too high and that people need to learn to live with less. Yes, says the guy with a mansion worth over $100 million. Number 6. The Halston Party Penthouse. The Halston Party Penthouse is a beautiful, albeit controversial, property on Manhattan's Upper East Side. It used to be where famed designer Roy Halston held wild parties in the 1970s with many famous personalities in attendance. Roy sold the house 3 months before he died in 1990 to a German photographer. You might think that a property known for celebrity parties would sell fast, but that hasn't been the case. It was put on the market in 2011 for $38 million, but didn't sell, even after the price was slashed to just $24 million. It still didn't get any bites. Modern architect Paul Rudolph designed the house in 1968, and it definitely stood out among the surrounding homes. It's 25 feet wide, constructed of tinted glass and steel, and features 4 bedrooms. Eventually, it sold for $18 million in 2019, which is far less than the $38 million the owners initially hoped for. The buyer wanted to remain anonymous, but it was purchased through a limited liability company linked to Chuck Shapiro, a Hollywood business manager. Number 7. The Pillars Estate in Albion, New York. If you're ever on your way to Lake Ontario in New York, you might spot a beautiful 19th century Victorian home on 2 acres of land for sale known as the Pillars Estate. The current owner purchased the property in 2006 for $52,000, undertook renovations over 11 years, and then put it up for sale for $1 million in 2015. After receiving no interest, the price was cut in half. The stunning Victorian mansion was built in 1878, just after the Civil War, in Albion, New York. It's one of the oldest properties in the area, with 7,228 square feet of space, 6 bedrooms, and 6 bathrooms. Over the years, it has served as a private home and an event venue. Its stark white exterior contrasts with the vintage Gothic Victorian interior, a front parlor, beamed ceilings, formal dining room, vintage kitchen, chandeliers, and a grand ballroom with a staircase modeled after the Titanic's. The current owner, Tony McMurdy, also believes the home is haunted. He hired Cora Goyette to help with upkeep, and they both noticed strange happenings like the piano playing by itself and voices of children. They believe it's haunted by Patricia Carr, a former owner from the 1940s who died in the ladies' parlor. Number 8. Forge Mansion in Pennsylvania. If you're scared of ghosts, you'd probably want to be paid to live in a haunted property like Forge Mansion in Womelsdorf, Pennsylvania. This beautiful Georgian mansion, with 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, colonial-era woodwork, and 7 functional fireplaces, was put on the market for $8 to $5,000, according to the listing agent. It's a big, stylish home that some find daunting, but it has a cool history. The earliest part of the home was built in 1749. William Henry Stegall moved in around 1736, and his nephew later added an extension. Unfortunately, William had to sell the house after going bankrupt. It was renovated in 1994, so it now blends modern amenities with historic charm. The buyer also gets 48.5 acres of land, a carriage barn for 4 cars, an extra stone dwelling, and a former summer kitchen. Oh, and ghosts, tales of the property go back centuries, with reports of a crying woman and sounds of German prisoners of war from the American Revolution. Some even claim to hear William stomping through the house, where he reportedly died under his nephew's care. The current owners, however, haven't had any spooky experiences during their 15-year stay. Number 9. The Priestley House in Canton, Mississippi. On lists of the most haunted houses in the U.S., the Priestley House in Canton, Mississippi, always shows up. This elegant mansion is a historic home just a block from downtown Canton. While features like a swimming pool, parlor, music room, and greenhouse sound enticing, many are scared off by the property's ghostly reputation. Built in 1852, the home is said to be haunted by its original owners, Dr. James Priestley and his wife Susan, both of whom died in the house. Later owners reported strange occurrences, the piano playing on its own, hot spots, objects falling, and even ghostly figures standing in doorways. Aside from the ghosts, the home offers 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a formal dining room, a library, an office, and more, all within 5,000 square feet. But sharing your home with spirits might be a deal breaker. Number 10. The Schweppe Mansion in Lake Forest, Illinois. By early 2017, the Schweppe Mansion in Lake Forest, Illinois, had been on the market for 2 years with no buyer in sight. This 21,000 square foot lakefront property was listed for $9.45 million, a lot less than its original $18 million listing price in 2007, designed by architect Frederick Wainwright Perkins. The mansion was a gift from John G. Shedd to his daughter and son-in-law in 1917. It was repossessed by the bank in 2010 following the Great Recession and relisted in 2015 for $9.45 million. The property had been vacant for around 40 years before being renovated in the 1980s by dozens of craftspeople and artists. So why isn't it selling? Well, besides the steep price, it has a dark past. Charles Schweppe was found dead in the house in 1941, leaving behind a chilling note: "I've been awake all night." It's terrible. Some say his spirit, along with those of his wife Laura and their servants, still haunts the mansion. Some of these homes are absolutely stunning, and it just doesn't make sense why they've languished on the market for so long. If you could buy any of these homes, which one would it be and why? So, that was all for today. I hope you have watched the video up to this timestamp. Make sure to press the like button if it amazed you. Press the subscribe button if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, as it's totally free. You can follow me on all social media platforms. All links are given in the description. You can also watch other cool stuff. The playlist link is also mentioned in the description. I will catch you up soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.